I'm Ron Lloyd. I'm a former law enforcement officer and a police trainer on field sobriety testing. What I want to talk to you about today is a problem with field sobriety testing at roadside called residual mouth alcohol. I'm going to show you how you can have no alcohol at all in your system, only in your mouth, and still blow over the legal limit. These are all three law enforcement grade breathalyzers, roadside breathalyzers. Police officers refer to them as preliminary breath testing devices, or an alka sensor. This one on my right is an Intoxilizer SD2. This one on my left is an Alka Sensor 3, and this one in the middle here is an Alka Sensor FST. All of them are used in the field by law enforcement, along with many other brands and devices, but the main purpose of all of these is to detect alcohol in your system. This one right here is one of the more recent devices that's on the market that law enforcement officers use. However, like I said just a few moments ago, none of these devices can separate what residual mouth alcohol is and what your true blood alcohol concentration is. And what I'm going to do today is I'm going to do a quick demonstration for you to show how you can blow over the legal limit even when you've had nothing to drink at all. Now, what I'm going to do first is just do a quick test on this Alka Sensor FST. I'm just going to show you that I've had no alcohol today. I'm going to blow in this device, and I'm going to show it to the camera so you'll see that it's triple zeros. I'm going to show it to the camera. Triple zeros, no alcohol in my system. Now, what I'm going to do is a quick demonstration. I'm going to take this beer, this is just a regular beer. I'm going to open it up. And just so you'll know, there'll be about 15 seconds of silence, because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a sip of this without swallowing it, just put it in my mouth. I'm gonna swish it around for 15 seconds, and then I'm gonna spit it in this cup just to show you that I didn't swallow any. Now I'm going to wait for about 1 minute after putting that in my mouth, switching it around, and then I spit it into that cup. So you can see, even though it's kind of gross to look at, the alcohol that I had rinsed around my mouth is back in this cup, not in my body. We're going to wait, just let the mouth alcohol kind of settle down just a little bit, just to show you that we're going to have about a minute to wait. And then what I want to show you is that without taking anything into my body, just in my mouth, how I can blow over the legal limit on a roadside breath testing device. This is a problem that's been around for years. Police officers are taught that when someone is stopped that has had a recent drink of alcohol to wait approximately 15 to 20 minutes before testing them on these devices to help eliminate this situation right here. Just rebooting the machine so we can start to get prepared to take the test. All right, we got about 2 or 3 seconds. Now we're at a minute, so I'm gonna blow and show you what my BAC is just with mouth alcohol. I'm gonna take a quick peek at the number myself, and then I'll show it to the camera. All right, 0.092, 0.092. That's over the legal limit. Now, real quickly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a new product that's on the market called Breathalyzer Equalizer. I'm going to open this up, and now, just so you'll know what I'm doing, I'm going to put this in my mouth. I'm going to swish it around for about 1 minute, so there'll be a little bit of silence, but just to give the product time to work. All right, a minute's gone by. So now what I'm going to do is blow in this device and show you how much that .092 reduces just within 1 minute. Again, I'm going to check out the results and I'll turn them around and show them to the camera. .017. The difference, 0.092 down to 0.017 in just 1 minute after taking the breathalyzer equalizer. What this shows you is, ladies and gentlemen, is that innocent, non-intoxicated people can have a sip of alcohol, a half a beer, whatever, and actually not be intoxicated. Just have residual amount of alcohol left over after that drink. And if they're tested within that 15 to 20 minute time limit, you could blow a false positive on one of these devices, which could put you over the legal limit at that particular time. Now, you may ask yourself, why would I buy a breathalyzer equalizer? Maybe I just wait 20 minutes after I have my last drink before I drive. Well, that's a good question. But the thing is that the things you can't rule out is something like a burp. If you burp after having an alcoholic beverage, what it does is recreates that mouth alcohol situation all over again. So if you happen to burp just at the moment you get stopped by the officer, that 20 minutes needs to start over again. Now the officer may ask you, ma'am or sir, how long has it been since you had your last drink? And you may say 20 minutes, okay, which would typically probably be okay as far as mouth alcohol goes. But if you burp and the officer didn't know it and you didn't realize that that could cause a mouth alcohol situation, that situation has created itself all over again. Also, if you have acid reflux and you drink a beer and you have that acid reflux episode, it's going to start that mouth alcohol situation all over again. So these are the things that sometimes we consider kind of the X factor that can actually change the normal routine patterns of police officers, even without their knowledge of knowing that you burped or didn't burp. So these are the kind of things that can create the false positives, which could get you arrested, or at the very worst, it could get you detained at roadside with a police officer for 15 or 20 minutes when you could have been on down the road if you didn't have this false positive reading. Even if the officer decides to release you because you're not intoxicated, if you had taken the breathalyzer equalizer after just a small amount of alcohol, it could have helped prevent that situation altogether.